Okay, on this video today, I was going to show you what it would look like if you had to use the lead-based paint addendum. Just side note, this property that we're using, of course, is not one of those properties since it's built in the 2000s, but just as an example of if this home was built prior to 1978, what you would do. So again, I'm going to come over here to my forms. It is in my forms because I created the template for this. If you needed to find it, you can come over here to all forms and start typing in. So right here in the section here for the lead-based paint, what you will need to check, or should I say is generally checked all the time. Well, let me say this. This document usually is coming from the seller. Always actually is coming from the seller because they're the ones who are giving you this information on the property. So they typically have these sections checked that, there is no knowledge and there are no reports. Seller has no knowledge of lead-based paint and seller has no reports. These are the normal two that are checked from the seller's perspective on these. At times, I guess they could. I have not seen one come through yet of knowledge, but they typically are both B's checked here on 1 and 2. As the buyer, what you would do when you would check is check number 2. This does give them an opportunity to check for lead-based paint issues if you check number 2. And then buyer has received all copies of number 2 here. So if there were information given these checked, then of course you would check 1 if they gave you this information. Generally, they aren't giving you anything. And then number 2, buyer has received the pamphlet, Protect Your Family from Lead in the Home. You will send that to them and come and get that over here. Let's see, it doesn't come up in that way. See if it comes up. Here we go. So I will say, just FYI, it can be a little sticky here with the way you write words when in the search bar in zip forms. But here you go. Protect your family from lead in the home. And that document is what they are talking about. What I do is I save this as a PDF, and then I will send it in an email to my client. And that will be what that means for the seller's disclosure of lead-based paint when we check this box number 2, that they have received that. Okay. So again, this is what it typically looks like. Buyer's name's here. The other agent can sign here. You as the agent, excuse me, can sign here down here where it says other broker. Okay. All right. That's it.